Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram. Yes, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda.
Krishna. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program on this auspicious Gaura Purnima day. His Grace Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Bhakta Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूप विलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Namamrita. Rather than inventing one's own religious process, one should accept the approved method of religion for this age, Hari Nam Sankirtan. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to King Pratapudra. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replied, "This sweet transcendental sound is special creation of the Lord known as Prema Sankirtan, congregational chanting in love of God. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended to preach the religion of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the chanting of the holy name, therefore the chanting of holy names of Lord Krishna.
I think Rameshwar Nayak is having some network problem.
Rupakshi Mataji may read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Rather than inventing one's own religious process, one should accept the approved method of religion for this age, Harinam Sankirtan. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to King Pratap Parudra. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replied, "This sweet transcendental sound is a special creation of the Lord known as Prema Sankirtan, congregational chanting in love of Godhead. In this age of Kali, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended to preach the religion of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna is the religious principle for this age. Anyone who worships Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by congregational chanting should be understood to be very intelligent. One who does not do so must be considered a victim of this age and bereft of all intelligence. Rascals propose that anyone can invent his own religious process, and this proposition is condemned herein. If one actually wants to become religious, he must take up the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Dharma or religion cannot be manufactured by the human being. Religion is the law or code of the Lord. Dharma refers to the science of Bhakti Yoga, which begins by the novice chanting the holy name of the Lord, Tan Nam Grahana Dibaha. In this age of Kali, it is recommended in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kali Kale Dharma Krishna Nam Sankirtan. In the age of Kali, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the method of religion approved by all Vedic scriptures. Sri Chaitanya Charit Amrit Madhya Lila 11.97 9:9. Hare Krishna. There is a 14th March Prabhupada quote. There is a story that one fool was sitting on a branch of tree and he was cutting off and somebody said, "You will fall down." Huh? Fall down? But when he fell down, he said, "Oh, you are a great astrologer." So who goes to the astrologer? Only fools and rascal. No sane man goes. What is to happen, that will happen. Why shall I go to astrologer? Mayapur, March 14, 1976. Vanipedia letter to all the temple, March 14, 1969. This movement is very precious. Missionary activities for the present society. I request the government should very scrutinizingly and wisely study this movement without being biased to some stereotyped ideas. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita Shlok 7.6. Bhagavad Gita Shlok 7.6. इताद्योनिनि भूतानि सर्वान्ति उपधार्य अहं कृतनस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्थः. All created beings have their source in these two natures of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world. Know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.37. Padam tribhavanotkrishtam jighosho sadhuvatva bruhi asmat pitrabhir brahmana anyer api anadashthitham. Translation. O learned Brahmana, I want to occupy a position more exalted than any yet achieved within the three worlds by anyone, even by my father and grandfather. If you will oblige, kindly advise me of an honest path to follow by which I can achieve the goal of my life. Hare Krishna.
CC.
Next is, yes.
What about CC?
One second, Prabhuji. I'm sharing. CC Madhya Leela 4.6. अतेविताहे वर्णे लिहाया पुनरुक्ति दंबा करिया वार्नियादि तैचे नाहि शक्ति. Therefore, I very humbly submit that since these incidents have already been nicely described by Vrindavan Das Thakur, I would be very proud to repeat the same thing, and this would not be very good. I do not have such powers. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Naman ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Morning Japa program ki jai, Amrut Vani ki jai, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. In today's Amrut Vani, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had gone to Jagannath Puri, and for the first time he had the darshan of Lord Jagannath, he became in ecstasy and started dancing and chanting, and subsequently fainted. All the people thought that maybe he has died. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was the chief pujari, he brought a piece of cotton and put it at the nose, and he found that still the breathing was going on. So he took him to his house, tried so many methods to revive him, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not. So in the meantime, his associates who were following him, they arrived. And Chaitanya, this Sarva Bhattacharya, he asked them, what shall we do? So they started Sankirtan. Loudly, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hearing these words, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revived. So this is what being told by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to King Rudra Pratap Rudra, that in this age, Sankirtan movement in congregation is the only religious thing which gives us the love for the Lord, and that is the only religion. All other religions which are made by the people like Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhas and all that, they are just not the correct thing for uniting the people. And only Sankirtan movement can bring them together. So there he says that in this age of Kali, it is recommended in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Kali Kale Dharma Krishna Nam Sankirtan. In the age of Kali, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the method of religion approved by all Vedic scriptures. Hare Krishna. We'll go to in this today's Prabhupada note quote. Prabhupada had already said, and it is also mentioned in the scriptures also, that forget the past. Don't worry about the future. Just remember the present, what you are. Try to find the happiness in that and just pray to the Lord. So here he gives an example of a person who was sitting on a branch and he was cutting his own branch. Some good person who was passing by, he told that person, you will fall down. And the person who was cutting the branch, he was just laughing at him. And ultimately, when the branch was cut, he fell down. So he appreciates that person. Oh, you are an astrologer. It was a simple thing. If you cut your own branch, you are going to fall. But then, so that's why Srila Prabhupada, he says, only fools and rascals, they go to the astrologers. What is going to happen in the future, it is going to happen. God has already prescribed at the age of birth only, he has said that yes, you are going to be like this. Whether you will have happiness or you will be suffering from the sinful reactions and all that. So don't worry about the future. Let it pass through like the past has passed. Hare Krishna. Next. Srila Prabhupada here he says that this United Nations organization has miserably failed to unite the people and prevent the wars which have been taking place in the world. The only way to unite the people is Krishna consciousness. So our Krishna consciousness is sort of a missionary for present society. I request the government should very scrutinizingly and wisely study this movement without being biased to some stereotyped ideas. He says, if you come to Mayapur, you will find how the people from different countries are dancing together and taking part in the Sankirtan and also worshipping the deities there. And that is the real United Nations. Hare Krishna. Next. Bhagavad Gita. Haribol.
Pankshi Mataji, kindly display the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Satyanarayana Prabhu, you may do that.
In Bhagavad Gita, today's sloka, he says, all created beings have their source in these two natures. Of all that is material, we had heard in the previous slokas that our body is made of material things as well as the spiritual. Our body is made of Vayu, Kham, Buddhi, water, air, fire, and intelligence and false ego. These are all the material things. They will have no consciousness unless the spiritual thing which is there, that is Atma, or the soul which is there within our body. So here in this world, there are two things. One are material things, others are spiritual things. The spiritual things are the real things. We in this world are just in the illusion only. We can never find any happiness in this world, which can be maybe for temporary, but it is not the real happiness. So let us pray to the Lord and try to go back home, back to Godhead, so that we get the real happiness, which is in the service, devotional service of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Bhagavatam.
Then the next Bhagavatam, then CC.
In this today's verse, even though Narad Muni had been trying to dissuade Dhruv Maharaj from going in and going to find the Lord, which was very difficult. But Dhruv was a Kshatriya. And then he told to Narad Muni that as you have already shown the path to many people in the past, like Valmiki, like Prahlad Maharaj, and others. So many examples are there where Narad Muni had been the spiritual master. He went to the Ved Vyas. So similarly, he is telling him that, O learned Brahman, I want to occupy a position more exalted than any yet achieved. Still at present, Dhruv Maharaj is trying to go in for the material things so that he can rule, he can have a rule for better than even his father. So he says that within the three worlds by anyone, even my father and grandfather, if you will oblige, kindly advise me of an honest path to follow by which I can achieve the goal of the Lord. So he is not agreeing to what Narad Muni had been trying to dissuade him from going in, but then ultimately he requested Narad Muni that please guide me. How can I find the God? And then Narad Muni, of course, he advises him to go to the jungle, go to Vrindavan, go in Madhuvan, and then you pray there and you will find the God. That is what Dhruv Maharaj did. So CC class, I cannot comment anything on CC. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram.